Daniel Foster, a city dweller, was a blur of tailored suits and hurried steps. He lived by the tick-tock of deadlines, a relentless rhythm that left him hollow inside. His apartment, high above the city lights, felt more like a gilded cage than a home. One Saturday, lost and late for a brunch he didn't want to attend, he stumbled upon a trailhead just outside the city limits. There, amidst the towering pines and whispering leaves, he saw a group gathered, their faces etched with a quiet intensity. Harper Green, a woman with eyes as deep and green as the forest itself, was leading them. She introduced herself as a wilderness guide, and the group, she explained, was participating in a therapy program designed to reconnect them with themselves and with nature. Intrigued, Daniel lingered. He watched as they navigated a rocky path, helping each other over fallen logs, their laughter echoing softly through the trees. He felt a strange pull, a yearning for something he couldn't quite name. Harper noticed him. She smiled, a warm, inviting smile. "Lost friend?" she asked gently. Daniel, usually so adept at weaving intricate lies, simply shook his head. "Just curious," he confessed. That afternoon, Harper invited Daniel to join them for a simple lunch of sandwiches and fruit. He sat beside Leo Martinez, a quiet man who confessed he'd once been as consumed by the city as Daniel was. Leo shared that he had made lots of business mistakes in the past, and it was getting in the way of his success. He then realized that the only way to get out of them was to go back to the source, the reason he started the business in the first place, his love for community. As the days turned into weeks, Daniel found himself drawn back to the forest. He began joining Harper's group on weekend excursions. He learned to build a fire, to identify different plants, and to navigate by the stars. The forest began to work its magic. The constant pressure he felt in the city began to ease. The silence of the woods allowed him to hear the quiet voice within himself, a voice he had long ignored. He learned that true success wasn't measured in quarterly reports or promotions, but in the strength of his spirit, in his ability to face challenges with resilience, and in his unwavering perseverance to live a life of purpose. Daniel realized that he also made mistakes, and one of them was thinking that money was the end goal. He found his community in Harper and Leo. They were there for each other, and they helped Daniel realize his worth outside of his job. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Daniel stood beside Harper, overlooking the valley. He felt a profound sense of peace, a connection to something larger than himself. "Thank you," he said softly, his voice filled with gratitude. Harper smiled. "The forest has a way of showing us what we already know," she replied. "Sometimes we just need to listen." Daniel continued his weekend wilderness excursions, each trip a journey deeper into himself. He began to see the city, not as a place of pressure and competition, but as a place of opportunity and connection. He found a new rhythm, a balance between his professional life and his newfound love for the wilderness. He learned to appreciate the simple things, the beauty of a sunset, the warmth of a campfire, the companionship of friends. And so, Daniel Foster, the urban professional, became Daniel Foster, the man who found his way back to himself, one step at a time, one weekend at a time, in the quiet embrace of the wilderness. Remember, like Daniel, like Leo, you too have the strength within you to navigate the complexities of life. Listen to your inner voice, embrace the beauty around you, and never underestimate the power of perseverance. And know that true success is not about reaching the top of a mountain, but about the journey, the lessons learned, and the connections made along the way. Just breathe and keep going.